Welcome to the CFB Breakdown Show, the only place where we keep it real, just raw passion, loud takes, and everything you need to get hyped about college football. It's that time of year, grills fired up, beers cold, and the debate about who's actually good is louder than ever. Forget the name brands, forget the hype, it's all about who's earning it on the field week in, week out. Some days we dive deep into the chaos. Some days we break down the stats that actually mean something, and sometimes, we celebrate the legends who built this game. So grab a beer or two, or a 12-pack. Buckle up, and let's get after it. This is the CFB Breakdown Show. Today, we're dropping the real top 25, no bias, no buzzwords, just results. Every ranking is earned, not granted, built on what actually wins: offensive efficiency, defensive grit, and total scoring dominance. Forget the brand names. Forget the blue blood history. This list celebrates who's really ballin' out right now. So pull up the stats, bring your pride, and maybe check your ego at the door, because, just like the game itself, the numbers don't take sides. Let's start right at the top. Number 1, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 7-0, and they're making it look easy. The defense? Filthy. We're talking 7 points per game allowed. That's not football. That's a brick wall. Offense? 41 a game. They're balanced, efficient, and winning everywhere. Home, road, doesn't matter. The Buckeyes are playing chess while everybody else is out here losing at checkers. They're built different. Now, right behind them we got Indiana. The Hoosiers, baby. What in the world is going on in Bloomington? Undefeated, 7-0, and scoring 48 points a game. 48. That's not an offense, that's a flamethrower. The defense? Lockdown. Balanced, efficient, scary good. Indiana ain't sneaking up on anybody anymore. They're showing up to ruin your Saturday. At number 3, Texas A&M. The Aggies are cooking, folks. 7-0, and they've done it the hard way. Tough schedule, ranked wins, hostile road games. Their defense hits like a train, and that offense efficient, deadly, doesn't blink under pressure. These guys are built for November football. At 4, Alabama. 6-1 and still rollin'. Yeah, they've got one loss, but let's not get it twisted. This team's still loaded. Defense giving up under 17 points a game. Offense doing what Bama offenses do, score when it matters. That loss? A blip. The Tide are still dangerous, and the data backs it up. Right behind them, number 5, Georgia. Same story, different year. Dominant defense. Physical offense. The Dogs just maul people. They've handled ranked SEC opponents, taken punches, and kept swinging. Kirby Smart's crew isn't going anywhere. Out west, number 6, Oregon. The Ducks are soaring again, 6-1, balanced on both sides. They're efficient, disciplined, and that offense? Smooth as ever. You blink, they're in the red zone. Number 7, Georgia Tech. Yes, Georgia Tech. Undefeated. 7-0. They've beaten ranked teams, Power 5 teams, whoever lines up. These boys are the quiet assassins of college football right now. They don't talk, they just keep winning. At 8, Ole Mississippi Lane Kiffin's crew is out here turning Saturdays into fireworks shows. High-scoring, fearless, and resilient. They've taken hits, bounced back, and kept finding ways to win. They got swagger. They got juice. That's SEC football. 9, Miami. The U. And guess what? Explosive offense, tough defense, and that old-school Miami energy is creeping back into the building. One loss, yes, but they've got everything it takes to make a late run. And at 10, Vanderbilt. Yeah, you heard me right. Vandy. The Commodores are 6-1 with real, honest-to-God wins against ranked teams. First time since the 1950s we're talking about M in the top 10. Somebody call the history books. Vanderbilt football has a pulse, and it's racing. Now BYU's knockin' right there at 11-7-0, balanced big wins, even took down Utah. Notre Dame? Still scrappin' with ranked wins. Oklahoma? Back in business. Texas Tech, Missouri, Virginia, all fightin' like madmen in that middle pack. Tennessee, South Florida, Louisville, LSU, Cincy, Texas, Illinois, Arizona State, Michigan, all in the mix. It's a full-on fistfight in the teens and 20s. And just outside the door, Nebraska, Memphis, Rutgers, East Carolina, and UCF, sitting there like, "Coach, put me in." One good Saturday, and they're crashing this party. So, what's the takeaway? Ohio State's the king right now. Indiana's the wild miracle story of the year. A&M and Georgia are lurking. Alabama's plotting. And out of nowhere, Georgia Tech, Vanderbilt, and BYU are out here shaking up the entire landscape. This isn't your granddaddy's top 25, folks. This is the data era. No hype. No bias. No excuses. Alright, that's a wrap for this episode of the CFB Breakdown Show. Whether we tore into this week's chaos, soaked up some legendary stories, or geeked out on the numbers, I appreciate you rolling with me on this wild ride. You're not just listeners, you're family. So go ahead and smash that like button like it owes you money, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and share this show with anyone who lives and breathes college football like we do. I'll catch you next time with more fireworks, more madness, and yeah, some stats too, but mostly just straight up fun chaos. Until then, keep yelling at your TV, keep repping your team, and remember, football's a hell of a drug. Quick FYI, I had a little help from AI this episode, so if a fact or two is off, don't call the fact-check police. It's all about telling stories and having a good time. So, stay loud, stay proud, and I'll catch you soon.